Hey guys, it is I, Retro John here. I have returned. Yes, and I am now on the Logic. And man, do I have an awesome, awesome, awesome review for you today. This is the Target exclusive Star Wars Escape from Death Star board game. Now, earlier this year it was announced that Hasbro was going to re-release the original 1977 vintage action figures that Kenner made, and they were going to use the original molds, and they were going to be Target exclusive. One of the things that they said they were going to re-release was this Star Wars board game. Now, I had this when I was a kid, so as soon as this was announced, man, I'll tell you, I was already in. I already have all of the original vintage 77 figures. I would like to get the originals just to have on the card, or just these new retro reproduction ones to have on card. But this was really the main thing I really wanted. Then it was announced, literally probably like a minute or so later, once I started really paying attention, that this board game was going to have an exclusive, never released, never produced, exclusive Grand Moff Tarkin action figure in the style of the vintage wave, and that really overdid it for me. They didn't have to add that. I was already going to buy this thing. So this is awesome. This is amazing. I went to my local Target today, and I found they had probably about 8 of these on the shelf. I picked up 2, one to play and one to display in my Star Wars collection. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the review. First off, let's start with the packaging. So this is awesome because it has the Star Wars border. I mean, this looks pretty much exactly like it did originally, except you'll notice right here it has the Grand Moff Tarkin action figure, and I'll try getting a better look at that here. And it says exclusive Grand Moff Tarkin figure. Other than that, it looks pretty much exactly like the original board game, including the Kenner logo, which I think is amazing. I think it's awesome. It looks worn in certain spots, like right here, down at the bottom here. And this is all done manufactured, so you know that this is a reproduction and not real. Of course, if you couldn't tell that this was a reproduction, the original didn't have the Tarkin figure. This is for ages 8 and up. And you'll notice that we have our main characters on the cover here. I mean, this is just fantastic. So we'll go ahead and turn this around. And here we have what the game is all about. We have, you can pause this and read at your own time. And this is another way you can tell this is a reproduction, is we have StarWars.com, StarWars.Hasbro.com. So we have all this new copyright information, including the 2018 logo. So there's no way to confuse this at all with the original game. This is definitely a reproductive game, but it replicates it really well. This tells you all the contents that are in this game. And there even shows a picture of the exclusive figure, which I about gave away there. Speaking of giving away, let's just go ahead and show these things off. Boom! There it is. Alright, so there is a lot going on with this game. First off, I know what you really want to see. You want to see this Grand Moff Tarkin figure right here. So this is packaged inside of the box, and it is made to look like the original vintage card back, except it has some wears on it, and it does have that retro collection sticker on it. And it is a sticker. I thought maybe it was just a printed on sticker, but it is in fact just a sticker. I'm assuming it's going to be a sticker that's going to be really difficult to take off should somebody want to take the original, like Luke or something, and try to pass it off as original, which again is going to be really hard because this looks this is obviously manufactured wear. So But what's really cool is we still have that Kenner logo, and the action figure on the inside just looks amazing. You can see it's got that 5-point articulated style, the head, the arms, the legs, and of course it has a blaster. I thought about taking him out and actually adding him to my Death Star playset, which I do have a Death Star playset. But he looks really cool in the package. I think I'm going to leave him in there. So, but it is a 5-point carded. It is a 5-point articulated figure. On the back, we have some more of that retro styling. It even says the Star Wars Retro Collection is inspired by the 1970s Star Wars figures and features original figure design and detailing. So continue your collection from the galaxy far, far away, which is great if you don't have any of those figures. And of course it says what figures are in the line, including Grand Moff Tarkin. We have Han Solo, Chewbacca, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, Stormtrooper. If you can get your hands on these, from my understanding, Target is it getting anywhere between 1 to 2 cases only, and each case has 1 of each figures in it. So that's 6 figures per case of those figures. So yeah. So I'm going to put Tarkin over here on the side, and let's take a look at this game real quick before I go over the rules. So here we have our pieces, our characters. We have our Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. And then we have our Chewbacca and Han Solo. Now, you were playing as both of these characters. It's up to 4 players, and we have 4 different colors: blue, red, yellow, and green. I, of course, will be red, and if when my girlfriend plays it, she will probably be blue because that's her favorite color. So, and you start right here in the trash compactor. Which, let me go ahead and get these out of the way. You can see they start in the trash compactor. And the object of this is to move through the board in these colored spaces. You have to shut down the tractor beam. You have to come over here to the control room, and you have to get the blueprints to the Death Star. Then you have to work your way up to the Millennium Falcon. You have to have both pieces on the Millennium Falcon. And then you have to maneuver your way up to the Rebel base. The first player to go to the Rebel base wins. So how you do this? First off, I showed you the pieces. We have 52 Force cards, which go in this little cardboard box sleeve. You have the R2-D2 spinner, and the spinner actually works pretty well. So, we have 4 Death Star blueprint cards, 1 for each player, and then we have a tractor beam card, again, 4 for each player. So this is how you play. You're going to use the spinner to move. Now, you can move either character. You can move, say, let's see, we roll, no, let's get a better one. 2, okay. So it's my turn. I want to move 2. I can go 1, 2, or I can go 1, 2. Okay, let's say I got a 3. So 1, 2, 3. All right. I spin again. I can either go this way or I can go this way. I can go backwards if I want, but not on the same turn. For example, I moved 3 in my first turn. My second turn, I get a 2. If I want to go 1, 2, for whatever reason, I can do so. But I cannot go 1, 2. Just can't do that. Reason being is when you get to the tractor beam, the control room, the Millennium Falcon, and the Rebel base, it has to be exact number. So if you are here, for instance, you will need a 1 to get in here. If you are standing here, you'll need a 2 to get in there. And here you'll need a 3 to get in there. And so there you go. The white and the yellow spaces, those are nothing. You can do nothing when you reach those. When you get to a blue dot that is a force card, you will pull a force card out of the force card pile, and the card will tell you what to do. Stormtroopers are closing in. You will move back 4 spaces, and you will be able to move back wherever you want, as long as you move back 4 spaces. And there are other cards. I'm not going to spoil the cards for you, but there are cards that will send you to the detention block. And how you get out of the detention block. There are 2 ways to get out of the detention block. There is an escape from detention block card, along with go to detention block card. Or you can roll a 3. Now, just like Monopoly, you have 3 chances to roll a 3. If you do not roll a 3 on your 3rd turn, then you just escape. You just go. That's how that works. Yeah. So, I mean, it is a very simple game. It is a game that originated in the 70s, early 80s. I believe, well, early, yeah. I used to own this original game, and I absolutely love it. I loved it when I was a kid. Going over the instructions and everything, I'm really loving it now. I cannot wait to play this. This is amazing. Let's go ahead and go over some of what these Death Star Blueprint cards look like. Here is the Death Star Blueprint card. And you'll notice that it does have the 2018 Hasbro copyright date on it. The Tractor Beam card is Obi-Wan. Inserting down the Tractor Beam. And again, we have the new copyright date on it, so. And I guess we can go ahead and go over some of these other cards. What the hell? The Force cards. So we already saw the Stormtroopers are closing in, move back 4 spaces cards. Not going to go over all of these. But we do have Han and Chewbacca are trapped. Move your Luke and Leia to their space. Let's see here. We have move Han, Chewbacca to Death Star DS2 coordinate and Luke Leia to Death Star DS1 coordinate. They are referring to the little yellow markers here on the board. Designations DS1, that's Death Star Space 1. We have DS4, DS3. Over here we have DS7 and so on and so forth. So that's kind of cool. We have move Luke and Leia to DS5. So these can help you or hurt you. You win a lightsaber duel with Darth Vader, move ahead 3. You win a lightsaber duel with Darth Vader, move ahead 3. There's a lot of those in here apparently. And these are obviously going to need shuffled before you play, if you're just opening up the game. Your blaster misfires, move back 3. So yeah, they're duplicates here, obviously. We have Stormtroopers in corridor, lose a turn. We have move Han and Chewie to Death Star DS6. Fire blocks your way, move back to spaces. Quite a few of those. And again, there are 52 of these cards. Move Luke Leia to Death Star DS2 coordinate. We have Control R2 here. R2D2 and C3PO show you a shortcut move to control room. That is awesome. And looks like there are only 2 of those cards. The Force is with you. Escape from the detention block. So there's the escape from the detention block card. There's 3 of those. These are important cards. You find Stormtrooper outfits, disguise yourself. Move ahead 4. There's 4 of those. Trash monster hauls you back to trash compactor. So, so when you get these cards here, you basically have to start back to the trash compactor. You have to go all the way back there. And there's 2 of those. Captured by Imperial Stormtroopers, go to the detention block. There's the detention block ones. And there's 4 of those. And there's the man himself, Grand Moff Tarkin, who you outwit, and you get to spin again with him. 2 of those. Luke and Leia need help. Move your Han and Chewie to join them. one of those, looks like. Blast a barrier with a blaster, move ahead 2. There's a few of those. And then there's the stormtroopers are closing, move back 4. So, there you go. So those are the cards that will assist you or hurt you in the game. So, let's say now, for instance, you make it to the Millennium Falcon. You have both pieces in there. Well, now you got to get to the Rebel base. So, I'm going to move this. There we go. So, now you have to maneuver. How you maneuver is you can move forward and you can move diagonally. Let me reread these again here. I have to reread the, there you go. Okay, so you may move directly forward or diagonally. You may not move backwards, and you may not move sideways. So if you're here, you cannot go this way. If you're here, you cannot go this way. So you can move forward and diagonally. That's it. So what happens here? And you move here, absolutely nothing. Oh, and when you're moving, by the way, you're moving them together. So that's nothing. So you're here, you spin. Always with a 1. Always with a 1. Okay, so you move 3. So 1, 2, 3. There you go. However, say you have somebody in your way. I don't know how that works. Okay, say you... It's really hard to move these at the same time. Okay, let's say you end up on the blasted TIE Fighter. So now you're entering a dogfight. The dogfight, you turn into spinner. You will notice win, win, lose, win, win, lose. So you're going to spin. You win the fight. Yay! Nothing happens. Yeah, you're good. You'll end your turn right there. However, if you say you spin and you, hey, how about that, land on lose, and you lose the fight, then you will move both of these back to the Millennium Falcon. That's how that works. So, I'm sorry. If you win, I'm still reading the answer. I just opened this up. I'm sorry. If you win with a TIE Fighter, then you can move both tokens 1 space forward or diagonally. So, that's my fault. Okay, so the game is getting good here. You have pieces on the board. I'm putting pieces on the board here. Okay, so you're going good. You roll. Let's see. Okay, you're wanting to get to the what is that? The tractor beam. Okay, we're gonna place you right here, and you spin a 2. He's in your way. Well, guess what? 1, 2. Now they have to go back to the trash compactor. That's right. Han and Chewie cannot be on the same space together. Cannot. So, however, Han, Luke, and Leia, same color, can be. So, a little bit of checkers there. That's kind of neat. So you can literally knock your opponent back to the tractor beam, or the trash compactor, which is these spaces here, not here, here. And then they have to travel all the way back. So, all right, let me go ahead and move this out, and we can pan down, out, and there we go. So there is the Star Wars Escape from the Death Star board game. I love this game. And there goes my talking figure. I was going to put him back up on the board. I love this game. I think having it again, just it brings back so many different feels for me here. Really brings me back to my childhood. The spinner, and looking at this game, I'm kind of thinking that I had this game complete, because I didn't buy this at the store. This was bought for me at a garage sale, the original version. This I bought at Target. This is a Target exclusive. This is $19.99, which is a really great deal for a roll board game that's actually quite challenging, and you get the awesome Grand Moff Tarkin figure for 20 bucks. So yeah, so naturally I bought two, one to play and one to display. So, alright, well, once again, this is Retro John here with The Logic. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, won't you please? If you like the video, give a like and share it if you care. So thanks again for watching, and may the Force be with you.